Yuji, I'd like to probe further into the very essence that I sense you are saying, into the revolutionary and starkly uncomforting statement that there is no soul.
There is no self, there is no I, there is no spirit, there is no soul, there is no mind, there is no psyche. So that knocks off the whole list.
Right.
And what you are left with, you have no way of finding out what you are using. The instrument which we are using has, in a very ingenious way, invented all kinds of things like intuition, like insight, like this, that and the other. And through this very insight that we think we have come to understand something, without the help of this intellect, without the help of our thinking, is the stumbling block.
Yes.
All insights, however extraordinary they may be, are worthless because it is that has created what we call, given us what we call the insight, and through that it is maintaining its continuity, it is maintaining its status quo.
I think I might understand that, but what I'm still wanting to pursue is the physical side of this, if I could, which is this, that clearly it's observable, the human organs and their interrelated functions all work harmoniously into an integrated, healthy body.
There may stop, even that is not possible to experience and understand except through the knowledge that is given to us by the physiologists.
Or by our own observation?
But, there is no
experience?
such thing as your own observation. Your own observation is born out of the knowledge you have. This knowledge comes from the physiologists, this knowledge comes from those who have been involved in this medical technology,
Yes.
trying to find out how this is functioning, how the heart is functioning, how the whole lot of things that we have become familiar with through the help of what they have discovered is something which cannot be experienced by us.
Then you're saying really then that there is no such thing as direct, immediate experience.
No experience at all without the knowledge. That's all that I'm saying. There is no way you can experience the reality of anything except through the help of this knowledge. So what I am saying is, what you do not know, you cannot experience.
And why do you think, if the human being is more sensitive and has developed certain traits and qualities, why is it that we are such masterful destroyers of the earth and the air and the water and destroyers of ourselves?
As I said last
time,
the separateness from the totality of things around us, and the idea that the whole thing is created for our benefit, and that we are created for grander and nobler purpose than all the other species on this planet, is the cause of the destruction. And we have this powerful use of thought. Thought is destructive. Thought is a self-protective mechanism.
Yes.
So anything that is born out of thought is destructive. Whether it is a religious thought or a scientific thought or a political thought, all of them are destructive. So we are not ready to accept that the thought is our enemy. And we don't know how to function in this world without the use of thought.
We don't know, that's right.
So we can invent all kinds of things and try to free yourself from the stranglehold of thought, but there is no way we can accept the fact that that is not the instrument to help us to function sanely and intelligently in this world. It's a self-protecting mechanism. Now it controls, molds, shapes our ideas and actions. Idea and action, they are one and the same. All our actions are born out of ideas. All ideas are thoughts passed on to us from generation to generation. Thought is not the instrument to help us to live in harmony with the life around. That's why we will certainly create all these ecological problems, the problems of pollution, the problems of destroying ourselves through the most destructive weapons that we have invented so far. There is no way out. You may say that I am a pessimist, that I am a cynic, that I am this, that and the other, But I hope one day we will realize that the mistakes we have made will destroy everything. The planet is not in danger. We are in danger.
Why do you think that then we have allowed an illusion, an unreality to persist in consciousness or in human thought or in human what is passed on?
You are not separate from illusion. You are the illusion.
Yes.
If the illusion goes, you think the illusion is gone, but it is always replaced with another illusion.
Right.
The ending of the illusion is the ending of you. That's the death.
Yes.
The ending of belief is the ending of you. That is death. So death is not the poetic, romantic death of dying to your yesterdays. Physical death is the only thing that will flush out what all culture has put in there.
Because it seems to me that of primary importance that we investigate the actuality, the possible reality that the physical body contains the whole human being, that the body contains consciousness, the whole thing, and that the experiencing of myself through the body and through the senses is really the only way to understand life.
But what exactly do we mean by life? Nobody knows anything about life, and there is no point in defining life. Anything we know of life is a speculation on our part, and what we are trying to understand, touch, or experience life is through the help of the knowledge we have. So thought is something dead, you see. So it is something that can never touch anything living. The moment it tries to touch life and capture that, contain it and giving expression to it, it is destroyed by the living quality of life. But what we mean by life is not actually life, but living. Or living is our relationship with the people around us, with the life around us, with the whole world around us. And that's all that we know. And it is in this process that we try to establish our relationship. And that relationship is actually not the basic relationship, but the relationship that is born out of our demand to become part of the one again. So anything we do, any attempt we make is fruitless because there is no way we can establish any relationship with that life around and become one with it.
Then you would say that the mind or the brain has really no non-physical traits.
I don't think is there any such thing as mind separate from the activity of the brain.
Then let's say the word brain rather than mind. Then the brain has no other function than to... It has no non-physical function.
It is not interested in the sensual activity. It is not interested in any experiences that the mind is interested in and is demanding. It is not even interested in the so-called spiritual experiences, religious experiences like bliss, beatitude, immensity, and happiness. So happiness is something which the body is not interested in. It cannot take it for long.